wasn't a sound, it was a silent shift. The paradigm of us began to drift on a subterranean plate. I felt it in the coffee making, in the way I didn't mind you not waking. When I left for work, the cataclysm was in the calm, looking at your sleeping form and feeling no balm, just a familiar shape, the continent of my devotion, moved an inch, microscopic, infinite motion that changed every coastline of my heart. Quiet cataclysm, no earthquake, just a permanent schism in the bedrock of what I know to be true. And now the map is wrong. Slow building, emotional melodic techno dope. The synth note opens into a vast, heartbreaking melody. The rhythm is the inexorable ground shifting movement of truth. It's always started and devastating. First sound, it will make the shift real. We'll formalize the ground that is already opened between our feet. But for now I live in the quiet aftermath of the wow. Wasn't audible, the cataclysm is mine alone. didn't forgive you because you deserved it. I forgave you because the grievance had become too heavy to lift. I carried that stone for years, polished it with my anger, used it as a paperweight for my fear. But its edges wore smooth, its weight grew familiar than dull. The story of betrayal became a mumbled lull. I tell myself to sleep, the forgiveness came not as a sunrise, but as a putting down of a burden I finally recognized was mine to put down. You didn't change, the past didn't alter, I just got tired of walking with a limp. I got tired of the falter in my step. The grudge had served its purpose, it had kept me safe and hard. But I don't need that kind of safety in my own backyard anymore. So this is the forgiveness of exhaustion, the grace of fatigue. I lay the stone down by the river, and I let the siege of my own heart be lifted. Not for you, for me. So the energy that fueled that old cold spring of remembering can now heat my home, can now grow something green. The forgiveness of worn out grievance is a quiet, unseen act of self-preservation. I'm not saying what you did was okay. I'm saying my arms are tired from carrying it today and all the yesterdays, so I'm setting it down. This is the forgiveness of exhaustion, grace of fatigue. I lay the stone down by the river, and I let the siege of my own heart be lifted. Not for you, for me. So the energy that fueled that old cold spring of remembering can now hold home, can now grow something green. A forgiveness of a worn-out grievance is a quiet, unseen act of self-preservation. I'm not saying what you did was okay. I'm saying my arms are tired from carrying it today and all the yesterdays, so I'm setting it down. You are free in my mind now, not as a villain or a saint, just as a person who did a thing of faded paint. On the wall of my history, the charge is gone, the cell is empty. The forgiveness is just a piece of a battlefield recently swept clean, no monuments, just grass starting to grow. Is this the forgiveness of exhaustion, the grace of fatigue? I lay the stone down by the river, and I let the siege of my own heart be lifted. Not for you, for me. So the energy that flew that old cold stream. The music knits to the sounds of nature.